The person reading this right now is not the same person who started reading it 10 seconds ago. That is not a metaphor. It is biology. At this exact moment, the body is breaking itself down and rebuilding itself at a cellular level, replacing, discarding, regenerating, in a process so continuous and so precise that the physical material making up a human body today shares almost nothing with the material that existed 7 years ago. The science behind this is stranger and more profound than the headline suggests. Stay until the end, because the one part of the body that never gets replaced is the detail that changes everything about what this actually means. The human body contains roughly 37 trillion cells. That number is large enough to be meaningless without context. So consider this: if each of those cells were a second of time, 37 trillion seconds would be longer than the age of the universe. The body is not a static structure housing a person. It is a process, a continuous, high-speed act of destruction and reconstruction happening in every tissue, every organ, every layer of skin, every drop of blood, simultaneously, without pause, from the moment of birth until the moment of death. Most people walk through their entire lives without once registering that the physical object they call their body is never the same object twice. Different cells run on completely different replacement schedules, and the variation between them is extreme enough to seem almost implausible. The cells lining the stomach and intestines, the ones in direct contact with acids, enzymes, and the mechanical grind of digestion, last approximately 2 to 4 days before they are discarded and replaced. The surface of the gut is one of the most hostile environments in the human body, and the cells stationed there are essentially disposable. The body produces new ones constantly, in numbers large enough to replace the entire lining of the digestive tract within a week. Trillions of cells, gone and replaced, before most people have had time to notice the month has changed. The stomach that digested breakfast this morning is already a slightly different stomach than the one that existed last week. Skin cells last a little longer, roughly 2 to 4 weeks. The outermost layer of skin, the part that interacts with air, fabric, sunlight, and everything else the outside world throws at it, is almost entirely replaced every month. The dust that collects on surfaces in a home is largely composed of shed skin cells. Every handshake, every surface touched, every moment of contact with the world involves cells that are already in the process of being discarded. The skin a person has today is not the skin they had 30 days ago. The face seen in the mirror this morning is made of material that did not exist a month ago. Red blood cells live for approximately 120 days before the body identifies them as worn out and breaks them down for parts. The liver and spleen run this recycling operation continuously, processing millions of aging red blood cells every second, while the bone marrow simultaneously produces new ones at the same rate. The blood circulating right now will be almost entirely different blood for months from now, made from raw materials the body will source, process, and assemble without a single conscious instruction from the person it belongs to. Liver cells last between 150 and 500 days, depending on cell type and location within the organ. The liver is one of the few organs in the body that can regenerate significant portions of itself after an injury, a capacity so dramatic that ancient Greek mythology encoded it into the story of Prometheus, whose liver was eaten daily by an eagle and regrown each night. The Greeks did not know cell biology, but they observed something real. Bone cells, the ones composing the rigid structure most people assume is fixed and permanent, turn over completely roughly every 10 years, though the process runs continuously rather than in one synchronized replacement event. The skeleton is not an inert scaffold. It is living tissue in a constant state of being torn down by cells called osteoclasts and rebuilt by cells called osteoblasts, a process so precisely balanced in healthy individuals that the structure maintains its shape across decades while the material composing it changes entirely. The bones that support a person's body today are not the bones that supported them a decade ago. Even though the shape is identical, the lungs replace the cells lining the air sacs approximately every 8 days. The surface of the eye, the corneal cells in direct contact with the outside world, renews itself every 7 to 10 days. Taste receptor cells on the tongue last about 10 days, which is why a burn from hot food heals within a week or two. The damaged cells are replaced on the schedule the body was already running before the burn happened. The body does not speed up its replacement process to heal a minor injury. It simply continues the process. It never stopped. All of this adds up to something genuinely staggering. Within 7 to 10 years, the vast majority of the physical material composing a human body has been replaced at least once. The atoms and molecules that made up the liver, the skin, the blood, the lining of the lungs, most of them are gone, cycled out, replaced by new material sourced from food, water, and air. The body that exists today is largely built from ingredients consumed in the past several years. A person is, in a very literal and measurable sense, what they have eaten. The steak from 3 years ago, the vegetables from last month, the water from this morning, all of it has been disassembled and conscripted into the ongoing project of keeping a human being alive and functional. But the story has a caveat that makes it even more interesting, and this is where the science stops being simply impressive and starts being genuinely strange. Not everything gets replaced. And what does not get replaced reveals something about identity and continuity that biology alone cannot fully resolve. Neurons in the cerebral cortex, the brain cells responsible for thought, memory, personality, and conscious experience, are formed before birth in most cases and last a lifetime. The neurons firing right now, as these words are processed, are, in the vast majority of cases, the original cells a person was born with. They have not been replaced. The memories stored across those cells, the patterns of connection encoding a person's experiences, relationships, losses, and sense of self, are housed in structures that have been present since before the person was old enough to form a memory at all. Every significant experience ever had, every person ever loved, every moment that changed the direction of a life, all of it is stored in cells old enough to have been present at birth. The cells of the heart muscle are similarly lived. Research published in the journal Science found that cardiac muscle cells renew at a rate of less than 1% per year, meaning the heart of a 70-year-old is composed largely of cells that have been beating since childhood. The lens of the eye does not replace its cells at all. The lens cells present at birth are the same ones bending light, decades later, older than almost any other biological material in the body, carrying a lifetime of UV exposure and accumulated protein changes that eventually cloud into cataracts. And then there are the eggs. Women are born with all the egg cells they will ever have. Those cells do not regenerate or replace themselves. An egg released during ovulation in a woman's 30s was formed before she was born, waiting in a state of suspended cellular animation for decades before being used or discarded. Some of the cells in a living human body are older than the person themselves, formed during fetal development, before birth, before the first breath. So the complete picture is this. The body replaces almost everything on schedules, ranging from days to years. The surfaces, the filters, the structural materials, the transport systems, but the architecture of identity, the neurons holding memory and personality, the muscle driving the heartbeat, the structures present since the very beginning, those remain. They age, they accumulate damage, they do not regenerate. The replaceable parts of the body are the ones doing the physical work of surviving in a hostile world. The irreplaceable parts are the ones that make a person who they are. That raises a question science can describe but not answer. If almost all the physical material composing a person is replaced within a decade, what exactly is the thing that persists? The neurons holding memory are original. The body surrounding them is almost entirely new. A person is simultaneously ancient and brand new. If this changed how you think about the body you are living in right now, hit like and subscribe. Share it with someone who needs their mind changed today. More coming soon.